Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the show today. Comics news today for the 14th of December. Ooh, time is flying, and we got some interesting news here. It sounds like there's some kind of contention of an election or something like that. I thought that was over like 2 months ago. I don't know. I don't know what I'm hearing. But anyway, happy to have you guys here. We are going to be talking about comic books. I don't want to do it though. Booster, I don't want
What's
to do it.
happening?
I don't want to.
What are comic books doing?
They're sad.
Are they breaking our hearts again?
They are. It's all really, really sad, and I don't know what to do about it.
Don't go breaking my heart.
What can you do? What can you do about it in your local community?
I don't know. Can we just sit here and talk about pasta or something?
Yeah, let's talk about pasta. Let's talk about pasta.
Yeah,
I'm about to
Gravy
make
pasta?
noodles. Let's talk about pasta.
yeah. I like bolognese. What about you?
It's okay.
I'll eat bolognese. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
This is pasta news today.
Yeah. Well, you
In
you
fairness,
sound like
pasta
a-
has never let us down. It's just
Comics are rubbish
always.
now.
It's true though, but I've always kind of had this feeling that Booster was more of a fettuccine linguine guy.
Oh,
He likes the long noodles, huh?
Yeah,
yeah.
oily
I like 'em
ones, the
long,
ones that
baby.
stick to your
Yeah.
gut for like 10 hours. Those ones, yeah.
Yeah, baby, stick to me.
Oh boy.
Anyway, ooh.
Don't make me out to be the weirdo.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to do that. I don't know what that's doing that for. Oh,
You
whatever.
have done that yourself.
That's
I
right.
do have to say that when I
but
was in Italy, that I had an arugula pasta that I did not care for.
oh, you did. Well, tell us all about arugula.
Arugula is basically like leafy grass kind of stuff that tastes like
Grass.
radish, really strong radish. And then they grind it up and they make it into a pesto sauce, and then they put it on their pasta, which basically tastes like really spicy grass on pasta, which ain't my thing.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, I had other stuff that was great, but that one was not.
Sounds
my
like
favorite.
rabbit food to me, and I don't
It
eat the
does.
food my food eats.
Yeah.
So do-
Well, what
Well,
am I gonna do? That
we
was
do
in
have
Florence.
Ethereal Dragon here. Happy to see you. We got Flying Saucer. We got Roger as well. And pizza is better. Yeah, I agree. I live in Japan though, so good luck
I could
finding
have a
good
good old
pizza.
yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of sad.
You
But
can
I
make
don't
pizza.
know. Anything else we should talk about? Because I really don't want to do the news at all today. Maybe you guys remember KB Toys?
Uh-huh.
Are they still
do.
around?
No.
I don't think so.
Damn it.
I think there might be some in Canada, but it's
Let
Canada.
me check.
Jesus. Toys R Us is dead. KB's is dead. Everything is sad, Thundero.
There's no joy in the world.
What's even the point now?
Yeah,
You guys think I'm being melodramatic?
It was gobbled up by Toys R Us, and what happened to them?
All right.
Star Wars killed them.
I guess I'm gonna have to stop being. Fuck, screw it. All right.
Screw it.
Here we go.
Let's look at it.
All right, here it is.
Look at it.
Let's look at it.
Look at it.
All right. We got. I just got to show you offhand. It doesn't get better. This is probably the best thing we got. Oh
my God.
It's
I'm dying. Fuck me.
jeez.
Excuse me.
I swear to God, dude. It's like, help me understand. What in the hell is going on? I mean, do we really just need to, shoulder that weight and bear into it shot after shot? Is that really what needs to happen, Thundero? You caught the gun references there, right?
Yeah.
Good. Booster.
He doesn't understand things.
Lady Sif to get her own Disney Plus show spinning out of Loki and Thor. Love and Thunder.
Just we need another lady show.
Wait a minute. Spinning out of. Oh, I see. Never mind. I thought the Loki and Thor. I thought they changed the title of Thor: Love and Thunder for a second. The way that's
No,
worded. But anyway, I got you.
no, they're just throwing everything at the wall possible and seeing what sticks. Everybody gets a show. You get a show. You get a show. That gets a
It's
show.
ridiculous.
Fuck it. You get one too.
Have you seen the Star Wars lineup for this show?
Oh, it's insane,
silliness.
It's insane. Yeah.
It's just
Uh,
like people just wanted more Mandalorian. They're like, oh, so how about these 10 other shows? It's like, oh my god, guys.
And,
How are
and
they
like
going to
two
pay
of
for
them.
all this?
Oh, they're gonna pay. Disney's got the money, and like two of them are like
You think?
Mandalorian ripoffs. Basically, they're basically just that show with a different character. From what I
Yeah.
saw, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
And what was it one of them? Andor? Wasn't he just like one of the characters from Rogue One?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
he was the guy. They didn't do the cool ones, the two Asian guys, and they should have been the two Asian guys and the robot.
White
just them.
privilege.
Yeah,
Racism.
and that
I'm
one
saying.
and the Andor one, they're definitely doing. That's not if and or but. That's definitely happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I'm getting yelled at because I called us a sauce of pasta. Sorry, Hellrod.
You know, out of
Oh.
Rogue One, the only show I would have wanted was a Saul Guerrero show. That would have been cool. Like
That
go
would have
back in
been.
his
Yeah.
life and see him be a terrorist or whatever against the Empire.
How about the two gay, not white guys? That would have been interesting.
That's what I was saying. Didn't I say that?
Yeah, the two Asian guys.
Oh,
The
I'm
two
sorry.
Asian
Am I,
guys,
am
and
I
then
ignoring
throw
his
in-
title? I
throw
don't
in,
wanna do that.
K2SO.
Good
Star
show.
Wars, the two not gays.
Why can't two guys have a buddy comedy and get along and be friends without having like sexual overtones now? Why does it always
woman.
has to be a bromance while you know you're
Uh-huh.
you just secretly you
Because
want to
women
tuck
don't
your
get
dick
it.
in between their butt cheeks?
That's true.
Why does it have to be that way?
That's fair, but I would agree with you most of the time. But if you're going to sit here and argue that the Polynesian guy wasn't absolutely had an enormous hard on for that blind Chinese dude, you're kidding me, right?
Was that Donnie Yen?
Yeah, it was.
Johnny Chen. That's Donnie Chen. Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever his name is. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Blind
what he does.
Chinese dude.
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
it.
blind Chinese
He
dude.
can't see me coming.
Yeah. Whatever. But they don't really get that though. Everything has to be gay these days. So and
Everything has to be but six.
yeah, or scissoring. We were talking about scissor my timbers.
Scissor me
Sesame
timbers.
Sesame timbers.
Snip,
Yeah.
snip, 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 snip.
Yeah. Oh wow. Well, anyway, I guess we should do the headline. Go ahead, Booster.
I did it. I did.
Oh,
the line.
see, that's how much I give a shit. All right. So, well, here's the thing. This is the only happy news we have, by the way. And first of all,
I'm going to tell you why they didn't do one with the Asian guys, because one of the guys' names is Chirrut, and that's ridiculous. So,
Sure. Well, the other guy's name is Baz Malbus. So I mean,
jeez.
I mean, Star Wars names are already ridiculous, but at least like main characters are usually pretty
yeah.
reasonable.
What you will about
Chirrut
George
Imwe-
Lucas, but he's so good at coming up with
Yeah.
names.
Chirrut Imwe and Baz Malbus, played by Donnie Yen and Zhang Wang.
Yeah, it was
Why not?
Donnie Yen. I thought so.
And the guy is not Polynesian. He looks like he's Chinese.
Nah, you can't lie to me. I know a Polynesian names when I see one.
Wen.
Thank you.
Jian Wen.
Yeah, you go ahead and say it all you want. He was born in Hawaii.
I grew up around Polynesian.
Yeah, so-
I know Polynesians better than you do.
I lived in Hawaii 7 years. I'm an
My
authority.
the people really like straight behind me are
This is-
Polynesian.
This is an
And I
argument
have like
that's actually
I got
happening
like
right now.
20 different families that live around me. I know Polynesians.
Guys, you're both retarded. Shut
Thank
up.
you.
You're
Hellrod
retarded.
says,
You're the one.
Chester, everybody's
He
got
lives
hard
in
up for Donnie
Polynesia.
Yen. It's fair enough, Hellrod.
I literally live in a Polynesian country.
It's true. Yeah. He's.
Come on.
Booster,
All right, Booster
wins. Did you see that? Booster
I
won,
won
dude.
this terrible.
That is
I won
awesome.
it.
Terrible
Terrible
game.
argument.
Booster is now the victor.
Oh, good.
This is
Where's
not
my
Victor.
fucking medal?
Oh shit, dude.
Christ, I feel like I won the Special Olympics.
You won
Let's do
something.
the haka and we'll
Damn right.
we'll just
How
throw
much?
sand in
How
or some
much?
shit.
Booster, fun fact about Booster, he's actually done the haka before.
Oh, shut up.
So
He
have I.
has. He
There
has.
you go.
Ethriel says he lived in Hawaii too. I don't have
It-
sound on my
no
left
one-
ear now. Is that because something's wrong with my headphones, or have I lost hearing in my left ear? That would be interesting. Let me check.
Don't know,
Bit
man.
of both, maybe. But yeah, no one wants to see me do a haka. There's nothing sadder
Oh.
than a fucking flabby white boy doing the haka. It's just sad.
This is true.
I
Yeah.
bet you
agree.
I'd rock the haka, dude. No,
What?
nothing? Just left it. Okay.
I,
All right, whatever. Let's get back to our stories. Can I get a wrench? Ethriel Dragon, you want a wrench? Sure,
No.
give him a wrench.
No wrench for him
No, why?
because I said so.
Oh, damn. Sorry, dude.
you're such a grumpy fuck.
Lucy
I am.
said no, dude. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, back to this here. Lady Sith, of course, is actually Thor's wife.
Yeah.
In religion and culture and tradition and mythology, etc., etc. The fact that dumbass Natalie Portman was ever in there doesn't make any sense. Did you guys ever feel any chemistry? They didn't, because they didn't show her ass again, right? But they paid her a lot of
Wasn't
money.
she
and
supposed
they-
to be in Love and Thunder now?
well, yeah, but she gets to be the big main, right? She's going to be Lady Thor, or just Thor, or whatever. Who knows what they're going to do? But here's the thing: there might be a little bit of positivity in this story, because if she's back in the movie, then maybe what it means is they're going to put Thor with her as he should have been from the beginning. I mean, that could be what
I
we're
wouldn't
seeing
hold my
here.
breath if I was you, Chester.
Chester, you may get what you wish for,
Odin, son of Sif, sitting in a tree.
Why do you say that?
and by that, I mean that Natalie Portman's for now. Remember? And they'll probably put her with her.
Oh,
Some shit.
Jesus. No way, dude. I would frickin' riot.
Yeah.
But
No, dude, I would riot. I
But
swear
I'm-
to God, I would riot.
but I'm pretty sure that Valkyrie's going to be the one she's going to be scissoring, isn't it?
Probably.
What? Huh?
Probably. I'm
Yeah,
just
isn't
saying.
Natalie Portman going to be scissoring Valkyrie?
Oh, good.
Probably they'll
Okay,
just-
good. Let
it'll
them
just
do
be a
it. Yeah,
big
let them.
set-
Yeah, that's good. Let them
It'll be
do that
all the
over there.
ladies in one big
Completely-
sapphic pile.
Yeah, no, I agree. Take all of the masculinity away from Thor. Cuck the hell out of him. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what
Well,
I
they
need.
already did that, so why not?
Yeah, yeah.
So why not? Why
Ah.
not the corpse?
All right.
Did you watch that Loki trailer, Chester?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, there's a new one?
And she's in the Loki film, by the way, not the Love and Thunder that I'm seeing in this article, by the
Is
way.
it a Loki film or a TV show?
The TV
TV
show,
show.
though, they calling it film in
Okay.
here. But I did see it. What do you guys think about the Loki trailer? It's good, because I thought they were going to do the young, teenager gay version of Loki.
Switcheroo.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. I don't understand the point of Loki without Thor. His whole point is Thor. It's the entire reason that character exists. So no interest.
Well, I mean, no matter how you look at it, wherever Loki is, whether he's just a smartass that's causing lots of trouble and then eventually just gets pissed off and decides to destroy the world,
Mhm.
or he's just an asshole that causes a lot of trouble and then just decides to destroy the whole world because someone messes with him. However you look at it, that's what happens. So, yeah, no. I thought
Acting
this
like you're
was,
too
see,
good to get
and
pissed
I'm
off
not.
and destroy the world.
No, there's nothing to be happy about, Thundero. Thank you. Screw
Yeah.
this story.
Correct.
Next. Oh, this one really pissed you off.
Oh my goodness gracious me! What do we have here? Captain Marvel 2 director Neo DaCosta calls critics cowards, then claims she was joking.
Okay. Well,
Is the black chick Nia DaCosta?
yeah, a person we never
I
heard of.
believe
Yeah,
so.
sure. Of course.
Her
Perfect.
hair looks like ropes.
Well, they do. But let's take a
I
look
would
at
like
this
to
face
hang myself with them.
here on the
Oh,
left.
God.
Yeah, and then the angry thing that's on the right. Is there any positivity here? Do we have any
That's our-
happiness
that's our
whatsoever? No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh
No.
God, short hair now. Mhm,
Ugh.
mhm, mhm.
Ugh.
She looks like she's about to scissor someone.
I mean,
Oh,
she already has a man jaw, so why not?
Yeah, and Kevin Feige's so happy. Look at all of this happiness down
at him,
below
yeah.
here.
He's
Miss
like, oh,
Marvel,
this
Captain
is my
Marvel 2.
legacy. Oh God.
Well, what's happening is this Nia DaCosta is doing Captain Marvel 2. It's happening, and the little Miss Marvel girl is going to debut in Captain Marvel 2, and then of course she's going to get her own spin-off movie show. I don't know, whatever.
So are they getting rid of Brie? Because there was rumors she was done after this movie.
I don't know, dude. I don't think my soul
I
cares.
mean, I would welcome it just because fuck Brie Larson, but do we really want them to get rid of her and then just go even harder woke by bringing in Monica? Because you know they're gonna.
Oh, and Monica Rambeau's in it too. See, her picture's right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're gonna. It's gonna be like Black Panther, but Captain Marvel. It's gonna be that levels of ridiculous in the wokeness.
Well, I think that's
Wakanda
where
forever.
people were getting the idea because Monica's in the movie. Therefore, they gotta flip her and not stick with Brie. But here's the thing. I haven't heard anything from Marvel Studios about not keeping Brie forever. Have you? Brie, I mean,
No, I
Kevin
just heard
Feige loves the
rumors
hell
about
out
it.
of her, dude.
Yeah, there was just rumors about it. We'll see.
Mhm.
I would love to watch that happen, but I'm not. I have no interest in neither the first Captain Marvel movie, which I still have not seen, or this new one.
Well, here's the thing, though, that it's really bugging me. If you look at all the TV series that are coming out, these movies and stuff, they're all. He he said he was going to do this, and he didn't lie to us. They're all female led. They're all characters nobody wants, especially comic book people. And it's all that. And it's like, Kevin, you did a pretty good job there for, I don't know, 12 years. You really going to take and shove that right up the chute there
Yes.
and let it go? Really?
Yes.
Really?
Okay.
Why would
Whatever.
you destroy your own legacy? I don't understand that. He's so well regarded. I mean, you're giving us a little bit of it, sure, but damn, dude, damn.
Why are these progressives never just nice?
Well, they're just not.
They're
But I
always
mean,
so horrible.
I'm just
It's never
shocked.
just like, hey, white guys have had like a big deal of the, great deal for a while. We could just, we'd like to have a go at doing a movie. And hopefully you guys will come see it. We're going to make it for everyone. Hope you all enjoy it.
Well,
Just
the
have
we-
smart
we'll
like,
see.
play.
They're never like that. They're always just like, yeah, fuck white men.
The
Yeah.
smart
We'll
play.
see how they do. Maybe
The
they'll make
smart
a bunch
play.
of money. Maybe they won't.
The smart play is to not mention it at all.
Yeah.
Just make your Black Power empowerment movie and just let it be what it is.
I
Black
was
Panther
literally
was fine. It wasn't a great movie. It wasn't a bad movie. It was perfectly
Mhm.
fine.
Mhm.
It could have been a great movie, but they went stupid with the main villain. But other than that, it was fine.
Yeah.
I was literally reading a comic once, right? A Wolfram comic, and I didn't realize until I was like 3 or 5 issues in that the entire cast was women. I didn't care.
Correct.
I didn't even think about it. I just it was flicking through one day. I was like, huh, all the characters are chicks. Neat.
Yeah,
I
no,
just kept
we-
reading it. I
'cause
didn't
we-
actually care.
No. Yeah, no, it's because of the politic, dude. Of course, that's what it is. But anyway, let me do this stupid story because it's here. Anyway, they gave an announcement saying all these ladies are in there and having all these characters. Yay! And then this Nia DaCosta says, she repeats it, and then her little tag is "Tag me, you cowards!" She wants to pick a fight. People are going to be
Very-
mad
very
because she's
lovely.
doing it. And it's like, all right, smart. Let's do it. And then she comes back and says, tweeted like this and was like, oh no, what, people don't know I'm joking? Dude, we don't know who the hell you are at all. What do we know about
I
you?
never heard of this woman.
Never heard of you.
I'm going to Google her. I'm going to look at her Wikipedia, and I'm going to call it now and say that she does indie movies about how hard it is to be black. Is that a fair assumption?
I would put my hand up and join that party. Yeah.
All
So,
right.
yeah, it's
Here,
probably-
I
sure
think
thing.
I think this article is pure clickbait. I think she was
think so.
talking about Marvel, not tagging her in that tweet. Go back up real quick and read it.
Well, she doesn't seem to think so with her second tweet.
No, go
but
back
okay.
up. Go back up. Brie Larson returns as Carol Danvers in Marvel Studios' Captain America 2, directed by that chick. Joining, yeah, I think she's trying to make. I think she literally was making a joke at Marvel.
yeah,
I think this is pure clickbait.
It could be.
a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, what does she do?
All right, she does a Littlewoods movie, a crime thriller western films, with starring Tessa Thompson as the lead.
Oh God,
Mm-hmm. Never heard of this.
it's
one.
all incestuous.
But here you go, got rave reviews. Top Boy, a television crime series drama. I think she did an episode, it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And Candyman, she directed the upcoming Candyman movie.
Oh, she's the one doing that one. Yeah. So she did nothing and then gets 2 AAA movies.
Okay,
Rock
so
on, dude.
and she did a couple of short films. So she did Little Woods. That's her claim to fame with Tessa Thompson
Uh-huh.
back in 2018.
It honestly looks like this article is really just this guy complaining about Brie Larson.
It is. It is what it is. So I don't know what the thing with that. You could be right. It could have just been, and then she saw that people were taking it the wrong way, and she said, "Well, fine, I'll just stoke that fire," which is always a smart thing to do. Antagonize everybody
movie-
all the time. Yeah.
If you had heard it, this box office from 2020, you'd understand. But this came out in 2018. This made $170,000 in the box office.
There you go. 2 AAA movies for you.
Yeah,
They're so
desperate.
The Captain Marvel.
They're so desperate.
Constantly fail upwards. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how you could be this much of a failure and still get better jobs consistently in the same field. These people always do it. It blows my mind. They must give the best blowjobs in the world. It's the only thing that makes sense.
No, it's all about we need more black women doing movies.
But there's gotta be in the world. There has to be a competent black woman director.
I guess not,
Out of the
dude.
nearly 500 million black women on the planet, there has to be one. Statistically, there must be.
I guess not, dude. It seems like
Apparently, we're still finding them.
yeah. I don't know what to tell you. But then again, of course, the question comes up, and this question's been coming up quite a bit for me. So, who's really directing the movie? Who's ghost directing it? You think? Behind the scenes, because clearly she doesn't know what she's doing. She can't run a AAA frickin' movie, dude. I mean,
They
Jesus.
said something about that with Captain Marvel, didn't they? If I recall, the director complained that she basically only shot the drama scenes, right? Well, it was kind of producers that was handling just about everything else.
I'm sure that's what's
So-
going on, dude. I'm sure it is. Because
I feel like that this is a very producer-run film series, which is probably why it's successful as a extended universe.
So it sounds to me like Disney just does all the directing in most of these movies. They probably have for a long time, and they do it to keep the tone correct or whatever, right? They have a certain style that these movies are.
It's
So that's
Well,
the spin.
correct.
She is the first black woman and the youngest filmmaker to direct a Marvel film at 31.
yeah. Well, see, my thing is from a management point of view. If you threw me into a AAA movie, it would be rough for a couple of weeks, but I would get it, and it would be about hiring the right people to make sure things got done right as far as the management thing. But I have decades of experience dealing with management and people and stuff like that, right? And it would be tough for me, especially having no clue how to make a damn movie. How in the hell is this 31-year-old going to handle that level of, you got to think of all the people involved in making a movie. There's no way.
Yeah.
So clearly somebody is doing all the actual work, and she's
You
just
have to
getting
hurt a lot of people.
stuck on there. Well, you do, dude.
Well, here's what she is. She ticks the box, like you said. She's the right of everything, right? She's a woman and black and young. So that's done. So the EVP or the executives and the lower level producers probably do all the real work, and she just has to be the one to say action every now and again. Because I can guarantee you Disney's not going to let out a movie that they don't have complete editorial control over, obviously. So anything that she does that might be stupid or bad or just unprofessional looking, they'll just fix. And then she'll get the credit and they'll get their virtue points and everybody's happy. Twitter's happy.
Well, what if that's what they want? What if they want to
just
be able to
crazy
just
Twitter.
kind of have the producers take care of everything? Maybe it's that kind of
That's what
evil
I'm
thing
saying.
we see, and they're just using this as woke points. Interesting. Raythul says, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The porn parody of Captain Marvel is every bit as good, perhaps even better than the actual movie. Is that true, Booster?
I'm afraid I wouldn't know.
Aw.
I don't actually watch porn parodies.
You
think
are
you're
our
wise,
porn
Wes.
expert, sir.
Well, would you like some porn news then? Because I have porn news.
You do? Go ahead. That might be.
I do. I
I'm
have
sure
porn
it's
news.
better than this shit. Go ahead.
All right, I'll bring up the article. I have an article.
Booster has an article. We're all right. Well, this is a new thing for us. All right, let me
All
come
right,
over
let me
here.
just,
I'm all right.
yeah.
All right.
Uh,
All right. I'm over here. I'm waiting.
It's from Vice, I'm afraid. I hope you'll forgive that.
That's okay. Let's see here.
So, read the headline, Chester.
Well, I'm going to. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to
Your
show
turn.
it, and this is what's going on. That's not right. That's us. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I don't
You're
know. I
looking at
went
the
to
wrong
let me
thing.
go and do it again. I'll do it again. I'm doing it again.
I'll fucking do it again.
Once again, you put up us, you idiot.
Oh, he doesn't have us up. You're doing something wrong. I'm looking right at it right now. I'll read it. From Vice,
Okay.
Pornhub just purged all unverified content from the platform.
In porn news, all of it.
And
Gone.
I
They've
don't
removed
understand what that means. Tell
millions
me
of
what that
videos.
means.
So just like on YouTube, you know, and Twitter and everywhere, they have check marks to verify. Says that person's verified, right? Well, Pornhub, the website, is very similar to YouTube, and it also has that for certain content creators on there. Well, anyone who doesn't have one of that, from this article anyway, I haven't checked personally, they have removed all the content of unverified people because I believe it was MasterCard and Visa have said they would not process their cards to their website anymore because there was too many allegations of basically child porn being hosted on there without them doing anything about it.
Or weird rape scenarios and what have you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But
therefore,
that
what you're
means that-
telling me is Pornhub is done.
I think they'll be fine.
For now. They'll be
The
fine.
problem is just that they removed all of my cum tributes to Sasha Grey, so what am I gonna...
That's unfortunate.
Were you making Jackson Pollocks for Sasha Grey?
Yeah. I was cooming for the ladies, but now she'll
Booster
never
Sasha
notice.
Grey is a reference, bud. She hasn't been in porn in like 5 years.
She's
Oh my
gone.
god.
I don't even know who you're talking about. Gray. I
I'm
was
really
thinking
not
about that
the
damn
porn
movie.
I'm really not the porn expert anymore. I think Fandaro is apparently. He knows the
No,
exact
I
date
just knew
she
that
was-
because she's been in like other real movies since then.
Well, I remember
God.
seeing her on like some talk show.
Yeah.
Way back. Yeah, something.
She's
like
actually
that.
on Twitch now, and she's more conservatively dressed than the actual Twitch girls.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
ridiculous.
Well,
I mean,
They're-
she couldn't get any more unconservative.
the Twitch girls are just doing soft porn anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're
Basically.
doing. El Herod says competent directors are not going to work for Disney overlords. I don't know, dude. They pay a lot of money.
Well, I
Ray
mean,
Thula
I'm
says,
looking at her. I'm looking at her filmography, and for like you said,
Who?
a AAA movie, Captain Marvel. I'm
Nia
looking at
DaCosta. I wouldn't want to see a porn movie with her.
And-
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying that her filmography. I mean, she did like what 3 short films, and then she did a couple of TV episodes, and then 2 feature. She's finished 1 feature-length film, hasn't released another film, Candyman, and then the other one is in 22. That would be Captain Marvel 2. So her track record, when they hired her, whenever that was this year, she obviously has an in because of either vanity or she knows somebody somehow,
Tessa
some way.
Thompson.
Yeah, it might be Tessa Thompson. I mean, it's just, and you're looking at. I mean, she worked with Jordan Peele, so that might be something there, like Candyman.
Yeah.
So
Huh.
I'm just looking at her track record to get her in there.
I have no clue who the hell you're talking about, dude.
The DaCosta chick.
She does porn?
Oh,
my
what?
Oh my
God
god,
damn
we
it.
lost Chester. He's done. Let's move on to the next article, Chester.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
move on to the next article. He's stuck in a loop.
Ray Thula says they lost 68% of their content. That sucks, I guess. Next.
Don't worry, she's also doing Candy. If anybody who liked the Candyman movies,
I did.
Yeah, well,
Actually, those are fun.
she's
I
got
like
one of
the
those
original
coming out
ones.
next year.
Yeah, those are I
but I
enjoy.
mean, they're probably rebooting it, and it's gonna be a white man somehow.
Who knows? I think that would be sacrilege, wouldn't it? Go ahead, Booster. This one's just wonderful news. This is
What do
perfect.
we have?
Yeah, it makes all
Marvel
the sense
Comics
in
puts
world. Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Star-Lord and bisexual
Oh,
relationship.
there you go. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Mm.
And if you ever read the comics
Take
or saw
that,
the
Chris
movie,
Pratt.
saw it coming. Yeah, Chris Pratt, you Christian. Now you're gonna have to be a bisexual. Take
Now
that.
you have to kiss boys.
Yeah.
So,
And of course, this is a comic, not the movie.
Who's writing this one? And I can already tell by the art that he's in a bisexual relationship. All right.
Yeah. Iceman. Him and
Yeah.
Iceman getting it on, I guess. I don't know what the hell. I don't really care.
It looks like Dr. Manhattan. What is it?
Let's see. In the latest issue of current Guardians of the Galaxy run by Al Ewing and Juan Cabal, Star-Lord awakens naked on the planet of Morinus and encounters the alien nomads Aradia and Moors. Where he meets Aradia and Moors, the only thing he has in his possession is his elemental gun, his element gun. Okay. He quickly discovers that Aradia and Moors are in a relationship. Not only are they in a relationship, but they invite Star-Lord to join them. What are you doing? This is a freaking comic book, you dumbass. What is this in here for?
Well, the name of the planet is Moranus, right?
Hey.
I mean, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you, dude? It's a comic book.
Kids can't wait to flick through this.
Are you kidding me? Oh man, something needs to be done. I see.
The good news is, Chester, the good news is this will sell 5,000 copies a month, and no one will ever read it, except for the people who want to be mad about it.
It won't even sell that much, dude.
Yeah, I'm being generous. I'm being real generous. Don't worry, one of them is apparently Jewish. What is that? What's the Star of David doing in there?
Right, but also, why are you making a sex comic? Comic books, they have relationships in them, and they do hint at them, and sometimes they get a bit risque. But why would you take a story where you have a couple and they say, "Hey, come on in, let's have sex with this other guy we don't know at all"? That's not reality.
Okay, let's do it, baby.
It's a pansexuality, man. Pansexuality. Everybody's got a pan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I need coffee. All right. Screw this story. Next.
Oh, no. Back to old Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher responds to the conclusion of Warner Media Justice League investigation. What does our buddy Ray Fisher think?
The mighty Ray Fisher. The most all-important Ray
mighty.
Fisher. Who everyone should listen to because he's a font
with
of knowledge
a
and
single
experience.
gauntlet threw down against Warner. Ray Fisher.
What was the conclusion?
Well, let's see.
Incredible actor Ray Fisher.
Let's see if I can read this without screaming. The investigation into Joss Whedon and the poor treatment Ray Fisher allegedly went down on the set of Justice League is finished. Warner Brothers says remedial actions has been taken, and Fisher remedial.
What did Joss Whedon do? Did he flick him in the wiener and called him the N-word? Like what?
I don't know.
I hope so, because that would be hilarious.
I just don't know why it's remedial action.
Oh God!
What did Whedon do to this guy?
I think
did he keep calling him boy? I don't understand.
Come on, boy.
Come on, boy, get it together.
So what was the conclusion of this? That he's a whiny cunt. Well, I mean, what is it?
I think it is. Yeah. All right. I just love the fact that they use remedial. We're back in elementary school. Fisher posted the following in a Twitter thread on Friday. The following was relayed to me on behalf of Warner Brothers at 5 p.m. The investigations of Justice League is now complete. It has led to yes. The following was related. It was so we've seen and some that is still to come. Okay, so. Haha, I know something you don't know. All right. And this statement, which truly belongs to all who participate in the investigation, Warner Brothers appreciates you having the courage to come forward and assist the company with creating an inclusive and equitable work environment for its employees and partners. There are still conversations that need to be had and resolutions that need to be found. Thank you all for your support and encouragement on this journey. We're on our way. More soon. So, okay, so far nothing. Nothing. There you go. We have
Nothing.
no freaking clue whatsoever. No
we have
clue.
nothing.
We know nothing.
Thank
We got
you,
nothing.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone. But yeah, no, it's once again, you spoiled little shit. I mean, this guy has burned his career. The list of movies I won't watch simply because this person is in it or that person is in it is getting larger, Thundero. It actually
I just wrote off all movies that don't star Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
That's the only ones
fair
I'll go
enough.
see at first glance. That's
I
it.
like Chris Pratt.
And not even the problem is he works too much with Disney. Not even because he's such a nice guy or whatever. He's I agree with his politics or whatever. I know I don't. I know he's a liberal and he is, but it's because he's never lied to my face. Keanu has never spit in my face and told me it was raining. Told me I had to like it. He doesn't do that. He's just not who he is. Not who he is.
It's true. It is true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Like he's a good boy.
He is a good boy. But I mean, some of the unfortunately, sometimes it's a pain in the ass though, because like there's a movie that came out last year, I guess, or maybe early this year. I don't know. It's called Underwater, and it's basically Wet Alien, is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen that porn. What Alien? Seen it.
Oh God, Jesus, back to porn. But from all accounts, it sounds like it's actually a pretty solid little sleeper movie, little gem, right? But Kristen Stewart's in that movie. I ain't watching that.
Mhm.
Screw that.
He's got no time for it.
No time for it, dude. Man, I just can't believe the brass balls on this kid. I mean, who are you, dude? We have no clue who you are. And your character that you did, we hardly saw you. There's nothing impressive about you. You didn't stand out to me at all. Only reason I know your damn name is because you're a little bitch, which I guess it worked then. I know his name now.
There you go. You did it.
He did it. Success. Ah, God, this thing pisses me off. And I don't like Josh Whedon at all. Josh Whedon is an absolute tool. He is the Mark Waid of frickin' movies, dude.
Oh my God, he is. He even looks like him.
He is, dude.
Oh my
He's
God,
exactly that.
They come in
pairs.
Like they were made in the same factory.
Same packaging, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, I want to know what was so horrible that Joss Whedon did. Like, bar like calling him the N-word or something. Like, what? Just do your job.
We've been following this story since the beginning, Booster, and I personally, it sounds to me like Josh was in a rush. He had to get this thing done. They brought him in out of nowhere, and he's like, God damn it! And he's like, all right, let's get going. What are you doing? Hurry up! Come on! He's trying to get it done, and this kid is like, no one tells me what to do because I am a black man and I am better than you, white man.
Oh dear. It's like, look, you got handed Cyborg, okay? Cyborg is like, for some reason, the black character that DC really, really wants to push right now. He's been in just about everything DC related, and so Cyborg isn't really a hit character.
No. It's just one of the Titans.
Yeah.
And it's too bad. I just don't think they've ever really fleshed the character out properly in the comic, is all. And we know his backstory.
Never really did with most of the Teen Titans, but that's why they work so well as a team. We understand the team very well and the dynamic. But as individual characters, they're just kind of there.
The other problem with Cyborg is his powers are kind of ridiculous. Like they're just, I can do everything basically. Like it's not
like,
fun.
hey,
Swiss
can you
Army
hook me up
knife
to
of
that
DC.
computer? Okay, I'm gonna blow up the moon.
Now, Hellrod has something interesting to say over here. He says, apparently, Cyborg was the star of Zack Snyder's Justice League, but was deleted by Whedon, so he's got sour grapes.
Well, thank God. Ugh.
Well, no,
Sorry,
that might...
Cyborg, but nobody wants you as the star of a movie. All right, Not when you have Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and the Flash in there. Nobody wants you. Everybody's like, you know what? We need Cyborg front and center. That's who we need.
I mean,
No, you don't.
for goodness sake, this is the team where Aquaman is on, but they'd rather see him than it's Cyborg. Look, Cyborg was never on the Justice League. Okay, he's never part of the Big Seven.
Yeah.
It's freaking my boy Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
who always gets sidelined for no
Yeah.
good fucking reason.
I like Martian Manhunter quite a bit.
I love Martian Manhunter.
I'm just gonna say
and
right now,
Green Lantern.
it's green racism. There was no Green Lantern. There was no Martian Manhunter.
Yeah,
What's going on,
Yeah.
DC?
What's going on,
you found
DC?
it. Redheads and green people. You found
Put it together. We put it together. We figured it
Fucked
out.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. Green and
It
red are colors that usually go together. It's a war on Christmas.
Yep, that's it. We figured it out.
Jesus
Figured it
Christ. Now I'm I'm a little bit curious here. If we look at this statement, the statement from Warner Media, which I guess is where I just read it. Let's see. Investigation of Justice League is now complete. This is official from Warner Media, right? So this was put out by some PR person, right? The investigation of Justice League is now complete. It has led to remedial action. That's it. That's the whole statement. So no,
Action.
no, seriously, from a boss or a manager point of view, right? Let's take a look at it from that point of view, because you have to put this statement out because this kid's been making noise for freaking over a year now, right?
Yeah.
Look at this statement. If I was sitting down and I was writing some, company-wide, statement or liaison, this to me feels like the most minimal possible speech you could have. The investigation of Justice League is now complete. End. It has led to remedial action. Now, there's many words we could have chosen other than remedial. We could have simply said it has led to disciplinary action, et cetera, which is usually what would be used. Saying remedial, which simply means to fix a problem, and that's all it means, right? I mean, we know what it means, but we also know as Americans that remedial is used mainly with kids in school.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A kid has done something wrong, and they have to go to after school. What do they call that when you had to go after school? Damn it.
Detention.
Detention. That's it. Yeah. That's a remedial action. So,
By the way, Chester owns a school. Just saying.
yeah, but it's in Japanese. Damn it.
It's intentional.
Could have let that one pass, could I? Just had to jab it in, didn't I?
Yeah, thank you. We don't do detention. We call the parents in immediately. So there you go. But anyway,
And they get beaten right before your eyes.
that's right, right before your eyes. But do you feel that the person, whoever the management person that put out this statement, doesn't it feel like a big FU?
Yes.
It feels
It's
like that
corporate
to
speak.
me.
Corporate speak, yeah. We did something. Shut up now,
Yeah.
basically.
It's
Because
obviously
really-
a euphemism for what's been used before, corrective action or preventative stuff or reworking, repair, or whatever. But I mean, yeah, it's a weird word to use in place of those other words I just kind of used. It's they're trying to mask stuff, and it
Well,
does
at the
have
end of the day-
it does have the other connotation.
At the end of the day, what are they really going to do to Joss?
Nothing.
They have no power over him.
No.
So if he was the issue
Sorry,
that they're
Joss.
complaining about, all he has to do is be like, "That's great. Here's your remedial action. Shove it up your ass." Like, there's nothing they can do to it.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind, he was complaining about everybody, including Jeff Johns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which he's on our team, I think. Is he?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Hmm.
But
I don't know anymore.
I don't know.
I don't know where the teams are anymore.
The thing as a sideline with my school, because it's a private school, I don't have to keep a student. I kick him out. I have done that before, actually. Just kick him right out.
You're being stupid. You're dumb. You gotta go.
Well,
Lowering the test scores.
I'm a little
Go.
bit more sympathetic to that. But no, I had a
Look, you
little girl who
retard,
was
get out
in
here.
our.
Pick up your shit.
Well, I had a kindergarten class I have kindergarten classes, and which you don't have to do that when you have a private school. You can just start from first grade. But I do
Look at a
offer
4-year-old
kindergarten
like,
classes.
listen, you little fucking failure.
Yeah. But I had this girl who was literally spitting and biting,
Oh my.
and I was like, "Nope,
Savage.
you are out."
These are Japanese.
Yeah, it's pretty sad story, the whole thing. But I was like, "Nope, I ain't dealing with that shit." Especially because if I'm in the room, I can deal with it. But I'm not always in the room, right? I have other teachers, and they're all women. I don't know if you've met women.
That's not,
I've met them.
was her family life okay? Because that's not
No,
a usual
she
thing.
wasn't. No, the
all.
situation was her mother had got pregnant and out of wedlock, of course, and she was an idiot, and she wanted to have fun. She didn't want to be a kid, so have a kid. So she just left and went way north to go play, and just left the kid with the mother. Clearly, she screwed up because the mother screwed up. The mother run I'll just say a business. Not that any of them are ever going to listen to this, but they basically just let the kid run around the business all day while they did their work and didn't do anything about disciplining, controlling this literal wild animal. And I cannot tell you how out of place a kid like that was in a Japanese classroom. I mean, Japanese are even the little baby ones it's sadly disciplined, right? They have so little emotion. It takes so much for me to break that shell and get them just to have fun, right? And it was shocking to see something like that. And you're right, it was because she was raised by wolves in a way. Yeah. Anyway, that's what happened to Ray Fisher. That's what happened to all the damn millennials. Someone just threw him in the backyard and let him be. There it is. I found it, Thundero. I figured out why the millennials are so broken.
I'll have you know, Chester, I was not raised by wolves.
Well, and you're not one of these bitchy millennials either. Well, you kind of bitchy.
I am a millennial, but I'm a little bitchy. But I'm bitchy the right way.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm like a super bitch.
I'm
Yeah.
super bitchy.
Yeah. But
I was not raised by wolves.
Uh-huh.
I was raised by the shadows.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm basically Bane. Yeah,
Oh, there you
that's
go.
me.
There you go. Ethereal Dragon says, remember, Ezra strangled a woman. He did. He did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he got no punishment
Like she
for it
didn't
at all.
love it. Yeah,
Oh,
because she
God.
was probably in court. She probably said, "Do it again."
Oh.
Jumped over
I'm
the
suing him
table.
because he didn't call me.
All right. Here we go. Continuing the previous story, but now with Gal Gadot or Patty Jenkins. Go ahead, Booster.
Alrighty. Patty Jenkins says all DC directors tossed Joss Whedon's Justice League from canon.
Why does that sound sexual?
Tossed them.
He
But
probably
it's
liked
probably because they have a nice smirking face of old gal,
it. Yeah.
and that's always sexual.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
mean,
that's true.
that little smirk is just for me.
No,
How well do you think she's going to age?
I'll fight you.
she's already isn't she in her late 30s?
All right.
She's got to be getting there. How old is Gal Gadot?
All right. Now
She is 35.
let's
Yeah, mid 30s.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Right
she's
for
a
the
pretty
picking.
lady. But let's continue the Josh Whedon beating. But the thing is, it doesn't make me sad because I can't stand Josh Whedon, dude. But anyway,
Right.
but I don't know. Anyway, let me continue. The DCEU is
It's
being
not
cleansed.
like not Joss Whedon.
Yeah, right. Of Josh Whedon's version of the Justice League is being cleansed. A film many would rather forget, and every other mark the Buffy and the Firefly creator left on the film universe. Well, first of all, it's your own damn fault. You're the ones who couldn't wait a little bit and let the poor Zack Snyder deal with the death of his freaking kid, you dicks. And you're the ones that pulled him in to do it. So in a way, you should be saying sorry to Josh Whedon for putting him in that situation. It's the same thing with freaking Ron Howard getting stuck in that goddamn Solo movie, right? Just fix it. You have 2 months. Fix it.
Right. Like that's that easy.
Right.
Mhm.
For people who should know better, right? Like movie executives, many of them are probably in their 60s or 70s, but doing this for decades. They know you can't just fix it. That's not how that works.
Yeah, but I mean, come on now. Let's have a little bit of honesty here, right? And I can't believe I have to defend Josh Whedon. Jesus. it doesn't hurt if I had to defend Mark Waid, that would hurt. That would really hurt. My brain would have an aneurysm, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, let me continue this shit. As it turns out, that process reaches the highest levels of Warner Bros. Oh, I'm sure it does. And the directors that they trust to guide the cinematic vision of their DC heroes. Oh, really? Oh, really? One of them, Wonder Woman's helmer, Patty Jenkins, who did a fair job, assured us nobody in their stable of filmmakers thinks the 2017 misfire is canonical. Oh, well, thank you very much, Miss Jenkins, for relaying that insider information.
Thank you, Miss Jenkins. Everything is okay now.
Yeah. The Justice
I can
League.
sleep soundly.
Yeah. No, I think that all of us DC directors, tossed that out just as much as the fans did. Oh, now you're with us. Thank you, Miss
And
Jenkins.
there's some acrimony against Joss Whedon.
Yeah, man, they've been all told to get on board. All righty. Ooh, they even sepia toned it. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good.
It's a Western now.
Yeah, well, or just,
Oh,
I think the
God.
Snyder
fade
Cut
out,
is their gonna be their second chance, it seems.
I guess. How much money do you think they're going to spend on this reshoot? I'm telling you, I think it's going to be tons of reshoots. I don't think it's a little. I think they're going to
Yeah.
almost recreate the whole damn thing.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be expensive and it's a fucking risk, but I think DC gonna do whatever they can to try and get to that point where they're making that Marvel money. But I just don't think it's happening.
Bullet says, "Have I think that has come and gone, and we are post at this point." Chester, well, thank you, Bullet. That hypothetically means James Wan, James Gunn, certainly Zack Snyder, and possibly Todd Phillips, Ava DuVernay, who is she a DC director? Okay, and Andy Muschietti. Oh, what a name! All dismissed it. All right, cool. Likely in favor of the coming Schneider Cut. Did they? Or were they told that that's what they're doing? Or were they just put on a list?
Yeah.
They're probably very busy as they are, directors. So they probably like, okay, fine. Can I get back to work? What are you doing? Why are you bugging me with this?
Get out of here! Get out of here! Who are you? Who are you?
Who let you in here? You start
Yeah.
screaming at him.
Yeah.
Chases him out of the room.
Old Patty here, she's laying it in, dude.
They're
She's
like-
sticking that knife deep.
They're like, get off my set.
Yeah. Jenkins went into her reasons why, and they stem from her problems, Whedon's rewrites and narrative choice. Oh, you have problems. But also, I felt that that version contradicted my first minute movie in many ways. Oh, did it, Miss Jenkins? And this current movie, which I was already in production on, she explained. All right, well, they better get in line with what you're doing, Miss Jenkins. Certainly, no director can do their own thing. They must all do what you do. Yeah, this is what a nice winner we have here. She then posed the question, so then, what are you going to do? And then answer the scenario in unworkable, adding, did I read? That's a weird word. You would have to play ball in both directions in order for that to work. Wow, Josh Whedon, he can't make movies at all. Well, this
I will
guy's
say
a
this:
ridiculous loser.
these people in Hollywood, these women especially, are really good at saying nothing with a lot of words. It's incredible. That means nothing. Everything there means. What's that mean? We have to play ball in both directions. What?
Well,
what does that mean?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I
so
know.
you know when you play ball, right?
Yeah.
And there's two goals.
Mhm.
Huh?
Okay, you gotta play with the ball, but you gotta throw them at both the goals
Booster, I understand the metaphor.
at the same time.
My point is she's telling us nothing.
Right.
She's using a whole lot of words
You
to
got
say
a ball.
nothing.
Are you saying ball or bull?
Balls.
Oh, I see. God,
You gotta
see,
grab them by the balls
Okay,
in
you
both
don't say
goals.
that word properly.
I confused myself.
Yeah, you did. Let's see. The only thing I've done and have always tried to do is I knew when Zach was doing Justice League where she sort of ends up. Oh, that doesn't make any sense at all. She elaborated that she knows where Diana's story is heading under Snyder and doesn't want to contradict his film or so much as change Wonder Woman's costume. Okay, I think we need to see her speaking because I think she's using intonation to express herself. That's not how you do that. Jenkins further explained Snyder supported her Wonder Woman movies. Okay, being her own, but those aren't the same as Justice League, which she described as kind of an outlier. Okay, so how did this article go from talking about Josh Whedon to just about how great she is and how important she is? I'm not reading any more of you that. Screw you, Patty Jenkins.
You're petty.
While at the
Get out of
same
here,
time,
petty.
while at the same time praising Schneider, that's just what we need. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's so great, so successful.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he's the next. He's better than Spielberg. In fact,
Better than
might be
Spielberg.
even better than Scorsese.
Might
Let's
be.
You
be
know
honest.
what?
Let's
He
just be
butt sucks
honest.
those two for
Yeah.
fun.
Jeez.
Well, I'm kind of wondering if we took old Miss Jenkins and threw her in, because she has actually experience doing DC stuff, and if we threw her in and said, okay, you got 2 months, fix it, how would she have done, I wonder?
How would she handle? Would she be nice? Would she be real nice to their delicate little feelings that can't take aggression? Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh
But
no! Poor baby! Oh no!
How crazy is it that we have to defend Josh Whedon, and no one is showing any conscious understanding of the dude just being thrown in, trying to fix a thing, and now after it's all said and done, just throw all the blame on him, when it's clearly the executive's problem. It's their fault, right?
And again, I have to defend him. He has the class enough not to defend himself in public. He's just letting it happen.
Yeah.
He could. He has enough of a platform. He could say, "No, you're full of shit. Shut up."
We haven't seen him go on like a little Twitter tantrum.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he's been in the doghouse since that thing with his wife, so he's probably keeping his head down. And it is the time we live in right now, so he can't go after a woman. Otherwise, he'd be castigated more.
Well, that's the thing right there, though. Is he's keeping his head down because of that, so they know he's an easy target. It's even more gross. Like, again, I don't want to defend him because he is a scumbag, but this is messed up. This is very unprofessional by everyone involved, and they shouldn't be throwing him under the bus like this for coming in as basically a mercenary to try and finish a job that he wasn't even assigned to.
Yeah, it's true. Well, here's the thing, guys. I can't leave it on this. We haven't had any happy news at all. Someone give me something happy to search. I'm sitting at my keyboard. I'm ready. Tell me something happy, please.
Oh, there's no joy in the world. Well, I'll say this: Cyberpunk's better than I thought it would be. It's not anywhere near as good as Witcher 3, but it's better than I thought it would be.
Well,
there's some happy news.
Well, that's the thing. People really seem to be enjoying the game. It's clearly buggy as hell and busted. Without question. But people are having fun, and that's all that really matters.
Well, they even admitted that. I mean, they literally apologized because it was so buggy, and they basically, without saying it, said they should have delayed it till at least March, like I said when I first played it, because they said, well, there's going to be a patch in January and then another big one in February, but there's also be one within a week that should fix most of the problems. So what you're telling me is you should have delayed it till March, is what it sounds like to me. You would have knocked this all out if you'd had a few more months.
Probably going to be threatened to be killed, though.
Probably,
but they didn't. Right, exactly. So, and in reality, as much as people are angry about, they mismarketed it, they said it would run great on PlayStation 4. It's never going to run great on PlayStation 4. Not the base model anyway, and probably not even the Pro model or whatever it's called. That's all true, and that was BS. But we're kind of our own worst enemies here, because even I was like, they need to just put it out if it was ready a month. But in fairness, they did that to themselves, because they said, it went gold, it's ready, it's coming out. And then, oh, wait, we're delaying it. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, guys.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a
All over the
cluster,
place.
but it's also kind of gamers' fault a little bit, too. We got to take a little bit of this one, because we were pushing them to get it out there. We were really demanding it.
Yeah.
We wanted to play it, and they wanted it to come out. They wanted it to come out this year because it's 2020, and the franchise, and the brand, and everything. But I think if they would have delayed it, I think everybody would have got over it, and it would be a much better launch, and it'd be a much more playable game. As far as the things I was worried that was going to happen, I haven't really seen any of it. I haven't seen any woke shit. In fact, I'd say Keanu Reeves' character is anti-woke as hell. He's very unpolitically correct. So that's interesting. Keanu isn't just normal Keanu dude, bro. He's much more of an aggressive, asshole-ish character. And the game's pretty good. right now I haven't finished it. I'm about to finish the main story on this playthrough. I would give it probably about an 8, 8.5.
Wow.
Which is a downgrade massively for me from Witcher, which I would give at least a 9.8. Like it's about close to perfect, Witcher 3. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is right there with it. So, but it's still really good. It's still a really solid game. And maybe once they patch it and put in some more content, and there's some things they'll never be able to fix, like little detail stuff that Witcher 3 would have had that this game just doesn't for whatever reason. Just stupid things like certain animations that when you go to do something in Witcher 3, you'll have that animation, like open a door. This game, you won't have it. The door just opens. Stuff like that. But it's okay. That's not that big of a deal. But that, to me, is important to a lot of people. They don't care about that stuff. But when it comes to like a really immersive game, you need that stuff for me. So like Witcher 3 has it. Red Dead has it. The last Red Dead game had it all over. You could do the amount of detail in that game is ridiculous. It was definitely made by autists. And this game just doesn't have that super attention to detail that I think everybody was hoping it would have. But the story's really good. I like it anyway. I have no real complaints about it. The characters are all really good. I like Keanu's character. I think he's a good character. And like I said, it didn't go where I was afraid it was going to go, which was to some PC BS. So for all of that, it's perfectly fine. And it's a good RPG. There's actually RPG stuff to do, right? Like your stats actually do matter to some degree. So that's good to see.
Well,
Plus, you can get freaking Manus blades that come out of your arm and chop people up. And that's a fun time no matter what game you're playing.
fair enough.
It's a good time.
I'm happy people are liking it, and we know eventually it'll be all smoothed out. But maybe I found something that'll make me happy. Maybe. I don't know. Booster,
What have you found?
go ahead.
You ain't sharing it with me. Oh, I'll look at the YouTube then. Chris Pine to star in Dungeons and Dragons movie.
All right, so there are a lot of development hell projects, but in terms of nerd properties, the Dungeons & Dragons movie is right at the top of the list. It's been several years of court cases of trying to figure out the right issues, but last year, some steps in the right direction were finally taken. Paramount Pictures hired Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly, no clue who they are, to direct the movie based on the popular tabletop game. The duo would also work on the script based on a draft by Michael Giallo. Is that the dude that makes all the horror sex movies? And that was all we had. That was way too old for all of you guys to catch. That's too bad. I'm aging myself. We all heard for about a year. However, it sounds like they have their leading man at the very least.
Oh boy.
According to Deadline, Chris Pine has signed on to star in the upcoming adaptation. Dungeons & Dragons will reportedly feature an ensemble cast and take a subversive approach to the game.
I was waiting for you to get to that sentence.
What the hell?
It's
So here's what we're going to do, okay? Gay orcs. Lots of orc penis sucking. We want that.
Yeah.
We need that. That's
Yeah.
vital to this
Absolutely.
movie.
Because orcs are standing for what? Anyway.
Oh, and all the orcs have to be black guys. It's got to be. All right, every one of them.
Oh,
But they're
Jesus.
peaceful.
Uh,
They don't do raids anymore. They build cities. They made Orc Wakanda.
That's right. Orc Wakanda.
Gay orc Wakanda.
Gay
Oh my
Orc
goodness.
Wakanda.
That's a $1 billion idea right there.
And orcs no longer are violent and aggressive. Now they're all basket weavers. It's fine.
Mhm, mhm,
It'll be great. It'll be a huge hit.
basket
Yeah.
cases.
mhm, mhm.
with signing, I think they want to say signing onto Dungeons & Dragons, it's become fairly apparent that Chris Pine is very much here to serve the nerds. Not if it's freaking subversive. When it comes to the projects he decided to take on. Yeah, you see, you guys understand, if you're being subversive, you're not serving fans. It's kind of in the freaking definition of the word.
Correct.
Breathe.
It is literally the opposite of fan service.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
literally. Yeah.
He decides to take on. He was part of the Star Trek reboot. Okay.
our favorite.
He's the pretty love interest in the Wonder Woman movies. Like, is he pretty? and has
He's all
absolutely
right
no
for a
issue
white
with
boy.
that. He was in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. He was part of A Wrinkle in Time. Ooh, just keep those hits coming. Pine is clearly having a ball embracing the nerd-centric era of Hollywood. At the moment, we
Are
don't
you
have any
happy,
of the details.
nerds?
Are you happy for the upcoming Dungeons
Yeah,
and Dragons movie at
fucking
this moment?
nerds.
But now that they have directors, writers, and a leading man, we can assume that things are probably going to move a lot faster. Paramount is clearly looking for another franchise, and high fantasy is the name of the game. At least it is on TV. Maybe we'll see more casting and possible release dates in the first half of 2021, or maybe not.
We won't, because high fantasy's had its day in the sun and it's done now. That genre is just not a moneymaker. Hasn't been for a few years. And you could largely thank Game of Thrones for running that into the ground. But I just don't think you're going to get a lot of money out of a high fantasy franchise anymore. I just don't think the market wants it. Just like I don't think the superhero franchise is ever going to be as big as it was last year.
No, I think Cyberpunk's coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a time for a whole new set of genres to take over the mainstream, and that's a good thing, because for God's sakes, we need nerd culture to die. It's cancer. It's cancer.
We need Johnny Mnemonic. Johnny
Mnemonic.
Yes.
Yeah. Johnny Mnemonic. Blah blah blah.
Because again, I'm going to go back to Cyberpunk, the game, 2077. You would think about putting that out now, what kind of game that would be. You would think it'd be kind of nerdy, right? No, not at all. The main character, at least the male one that I'm playing, isn't nerdy at all. The Keanu's character is not nerdy. He's the anti-nerd. He's completely opposite of what a nerd would be. And it's actually kind of a spit in the face of that whole culture, that whole corporate nerd culture that controls our world now. And that's very refreshing, because I think the nerd culture, as it's seen, not actual nerd culture, but this corporate BS that we've been shoved down our throats for the last 10 years or so, it's got to go. It's so bad. It's so cancerous. It's so just, ugh. It's superficial, and it's done. It's over. Nobody wants to watch it anymore.
Subversive.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, the only
nerd
thing
culture was great when it was a counterculture. Now that they've tried to make it the culture, it's become nothing but corporate swill.
It always happens that way, doesn't it? But the thing is, when I'm looking at this, Chris Pine, whatever, he's kind of like a nothing. He's there. But when I'm looking at here in this picture, I really want him to play the leader in a Marvel movie. I mean, damn that forehead.
Oh, you mean the character of the leader? I was like, wait, what? Of the leader of what?
No, the leader.
That's a character. Yeah, I was going to say this, actually. I'm glad you brought it up. Speaking as a gentleman who's at the head of the Big Head Club, because I have a giant head, his head is enormous for his body.
Little
I don't know
shoulders.
What happened to his shoulder growth, but it's like he was in like a corset for shoulders, and they just didn't grow out like a normal man's.
Yeah.
I too am a card holder of the Big Head Little Face Committee, and we accept him among us.
Oh, okay, fine.
He's in the club.
Yeah, but no, looking at even looking at the shoulders as well, and that suit, of course, is extending them a good couple inches on each side. I mean, my shoulders have got to be twice as long as his, and I'm not I'm not Dwayne Johnson.
You're not Cock Diesel like The Rock. Can't even wipe his own butt.
Yeah, no, he's gone too far. He's gone too far. He was at a point where he was perfect. It was like, dude, you found it.
Yeah,
and
he was
then
nice,
kept going.
nice build on him, and now he's like a Goliath, like some sort of giant half-man creature walking around. He looks ridiculous.
Head's so small. I don't know what the hell he doing, dude. Just knock down the steroids there, sir. Stop it. Put them down. Whatever.
Don't worry, he will when he goes to run for president, because that's coming before this end of this decade.
Maybe. But here's the thing. Have we ever seen a good Dungeons and Dragons movie? Ever?
No.
No.
And it shouldn't be tried to be made into a movie. It's not the right medium for it.
Hey, we had that incredible one with Jeremy Irons.
Yeah, that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, he was summoning a dragon. It was all like something like that. He made this noise. It was incredible.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Booster, what was the noise? I didn't. Wait, I missed it.
It was like.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah. Well, the third Dungeons and Dragons.
I swear to God, he does that. I swear to God,
he does. Was the third one or the fourth? No, the third one where they had to fight the big dragon. That one was all right. It's a B movie. but it was the best B movie it could be. The problem is of just kind of making your off the shelf D&D movie is they just don't know how to do it. Where they really should be doing is just tell the story of Dritz Duerden. What the hell's wrong with you, dude?
The best D&D movie we could have ever probably gotten, and I'm being serious about this, would have been basically what we got in Stranger Things, where it's some kids playing it, but then it comes to life. That would be a
Yeah,
great Dungeons and Dragons
that might
movie,
be
a nice
fun,
teen
yeah.
movie. Because they're not going to ever take any of the lore seriously. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's Hollywood. They're just not going to do it. So just don't do that and just do the game. Do the game movie.
Yeah.
Right?
But-
do Jumanji, but Dungeons and Dragons. That would be awesome.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I agree with what you're saying. You could do like a comedic version, and it might be fun. But just imagine if they took like what the biggest D&D book of all time, the Crystal Shard, and just do
Mhm.
that.
They're not
Just
gonna.
do it. You know.
They don't. The problem is they don't take the lore. Like I said, they don't take the lore seriously. It took Disney literally owning Marvel before they really started to take that kind of stuff seriously. And I just don't see anybody doing that with D&D, unfortunately, because people don't know it for that. The people who know it, who don't play it, either see it as just the thing nerds do,
Mhm.
or it's a game. They don't know that there's this whole like deep lore and books and all this stuff behind it. They have no idea. The general public doesn't.
That's true.
So I just don't think they would be interested in it if they marketed it as a D&D movie. If they just marketed it as a, that story, that might work. But I just don't think the D&D brand would draw movie people in. It'd probably push them away, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think, nah, I don't know
Well,
about that.
I think Chester, I think you're right, but I think also Thundero's right. I think that if they were to do it, they should take one of these stories, adapt it properly for the screen, and then at the very end, put the name of the story, and then down at the bottom from the annals of the chronicles or whatever it is of
Right.
D&D,
Right.
Dungeons and Dragons.
So it's like
And then-
Crystal Chronicles, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm serious because Dungeons and Dragons now has become kind of a joke cinematically.
It has. It has.
And so you need to kind of sneak it in there. And if you're going to tell a story, tell it right. Tell it like an adult story. Don't try to pander to kids. Just tell a good fantasy story.
Kids
and,
don't play
you know.
D&D anyway, dude. It's
Right.
definitely a
I mean, it's-
teenager and adult thing. But
Too busy
yeah, I
with
get
their
your point.
Nintendos.
Yeah. Well, Ray Thule
Nintendos.
says he would love a Dragonlance movie, and that would be easy to do. They already have an animated one. Bill from Argo's Creation is chastising Thundero, saying, "You mean like the cartoon Thundero?" I will
didn't know-
add. he
This is
said,
how
"You
this is
idiot."
how
Yeah,
little I
thank you,
care
Booster.
about. This is how little I care about Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't even know they made a cartoon. So
They-
sure, like
Oh,
the cartoon.
you bastard! All right.
So the person like me who they would want to come see it, I won't because it's Dungeons and Dragons. I have no interest.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, I'm not going to spend my money on it unless I see a trailer or something and it looks amazing. Then maybe. But just offhand, just hearing about it, I would have no interest. Just
Yeah.
because I have no interest in D&D.
Well, Hellerod makes a good point here. He says Krull is the only D&D movie.
Kroll is a good movie.
Krull
It's
is a good
underrated.
It's
Beastmaster,
weird, but it's cool.
Sword and Sorcery. There was a whole bunch of those kind of fantasy magic movies that came out that were pretty fun.
Have you ever seen Deathstalker 2?
Oh
Hilarious.
yeah, sure. I've seen all the Deathstalkers, dude.
Yes, Eric, you're correct. Nerds. That's the problem with our culture. The nerds took over. We need to put them back in damn lockers where they belong.
Need to
Hey,
bully them again.
me and Chester are not nerds. We're geeks.
There's a
Oh.
difference.
Oh,
Okay.
There is a
God.
difference.
Okay, I'm gonna just put this out there, okay? When you start arguing about the difference between words like nerds, geeks, and what have you, you all just end up being retards. So,
Thank
Yeah,
you,
of course, so
Booster.
shut up.
Thank you, Booster. I do have a feeling that you would have a hard time putting me in a corner, Thundero, but that's all right.
I would try. It'd be fun.
It could be fun. There'd be ticks.
No,
boys can
Chester, you're
oil up and
definitely a
wrestle.
geek. You
But
geek
Chester,
out
you're
over
not.
stuff.
You,
I
you
watch
know
it.
full well you're not your typical nerd, right? You're built more like a jock than you are a
Oh,
nerd.
I was a jock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're-
it's my father's
and
fault.
you are a geek. And you are a geek. You geek out about stuff. I watch you do it.
I do. I do geek out about stuff. It's true. Willie Mammoth says, I'm a geek. Yeah, well, I certainly am too. Thundero's definitely right. But my dad made me do sports, and I had no choice in the matter. Oh, well.
Good for your dad.
I guess, yeah. He gave me a
Yeah.
build. That's another thing. This is completely off topic, but screw it. That's one thing I've noticed with a lot of parents recently, and how they're raising their children. you do realize you only can kind of get one shot at building your child's body into what their adult body will be, right? And so many of them
Oh.
are just not doing that. All these chubby kids that have never even run a mile in their life. I mean, what the hell are you doing, dude? You have a responsibility as a parent to make sure your kids are in good shape and they build a body, right? So yeah,
It's the
good for my dad, right?
it's the everybody gets a trophy mentality. They don't like pushing their kids because it's hard.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
They want I want them to be a kid. What does that mean? They can't be a kid forever. Eventually, they're going to wind up in the real world where they can't be a kid anymore.
Yeah, but children should be dodging bullets. Otherwise, they're not going to grow up right. I mean,
Now, Billy. This
Listen.
is for your own good, boy.
Listen, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a bullet. All right,
that's right.
Mhm.
That's
Just-
right.
pang one at them. If they'll get out of the way eventually, they'll figure it out.
Anyway, I'm just sad though. I mean, you saw that run
I'm
of
just gonna
news,
start looking
and
at
that's
things at them in the crib. Just
or just flicking beans and pissing off young black men. But
Mhm.
yeah, you saw the news I chose today, and that was the best I could find. That was the
There's
best.
even more
I could
bad news
find.
out there. I got a story. You want me to really depress you?
Oh God.
So, rumor has it, and it's probably true, unless somebody has something to counteract it. I haven't checked. That the Cleveland Indians are going to be dropping the Indian from their name.
Yeah, the Washington
It's
Redskins
gonna
already
be
did that.
The
Yeah.
Clevelands.
Yeah. Apparently, they're just going to be the Clevelands, which is far more terrifying of a name, by the way. If you've ever been to Cleveland,
Yeah.
no thanks.
That's right.
I'm not playing them. They're crazy. I'm not
Shanks.
playing them. That's dangerous.
Shanks about it. Yeah.
But yeah, it's preposterous. Even the part of my family that's Indian, they don't give a shit. They don't care. None of them. They call themselves, and nobody cares.
Yeah.
Except for
Well-
like 10 activists who decided they speak for everybody.
None of which are Indian.
Right? Or they're very little bit, or they're
Well, one
they
of them
don't talk to
literally
their
isn't
Indian
Indian.
family.
One of them literally an Indian, and by that I mean like this name is very offensive to
Yeah,
me.
it's from India.
Yeah, side to side, right? Side to side.
I
side to
actually,
side.
as somebody who's both, find it far more offensive for them to be called Native Americans because you're completely taking away their actual heritage by calling them that.
Well,
They're
call
not native,
themselves-
first of all.
No, they call themselves American Indians anyway. That's what they call
Correct.
themselves.
Or they call themselves by their tribal name, which is
Yeah.
far more appropriate.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're everybody born here in this continent and in the one below us is an American, is a Native American. That's what the word native means.
Yes.
They don't get to own that word. I'm sorry.
I'm a Native
Sorry, all
American.
my fellow Redskins. You don't get to own the word. It's
Okay,
everybody's
we
word.
just Need to get back to calling them Indians. All right, the Cleveland Indians.
The Cleveland Indians. That'd be
What
better.
they should have done to be, if I was in charge and they're like, look, we got to change it. I'm like, no, we don't got to change it. We'll just change the mascot to an Indian guy from India.
The
Perfectly
Cleveland
fine.
wagon burners. That would be
Yeah.
great.
Scalpers, rapers,
Yes.
murderers,
That's right.
cannibals. These are all
Engine
viable
givers.
I
Engine
would just call them
givers.
the Cleveland Curry Munchers. Like, what's the
Savages.
Oh, there you go. Cleveland
Tomahawks.
Curry Munches. The Cleveland taxi drivers.
names. That just sounded the most disgusting thing I've ever
Apparently,
heard in my life.
back in the
Curry
day, there was a-
muncher. What the hell?
You never heard the term Curry Muncher?
God, dude. That's almost
Oh,
as
God.
offensive as raghead. Damn, dude.
The Cleveland Ragheads.
The Cleveland Steamers.
Oh,
We're gonna get
fucking hell.
kicked off.
Oh, we
They should just.
definitely
They
are.
should honestly, if they're gonna drop the name, which I think is stupid, they should call themselves the Spiders again because that's a good name. Cleveland Spiders. I like that.
Well-
That sounds good.
Could someone help me? Because I haven't watched football in a while because of all the stupidity that's going on. Just screw that. When did the frickin' Raiders move to Las Vegas?
Oh, that's been a couple years now.
Yep.
Jesus.
The
I
Raiders.
just- the Las Vegas
They got out.
Raiders.
They got
I
out
was
of
like,
Oakland.
Huh?
They got out. They got out of L.A. into Oakland again, and then they got out of Oakland because, well,
Again.
Oakland.
This is why I should be naming the teams because they'd be the Las Vegas Strippers.
Oh yeah.
That's a great
Las
name.
Vegas Strippers.
name.
That's a
It's a
great,
great name. Because when the people ask, you mean like dancers? No, like the strip. See, and you get out of it every time. But then their mascot can be a girl on a pole. It'd be great. Be great.
It would be great. Yeah. All right. Well, that's enough of that. My brain hurts. I'm out of here. Tomorrow we do have D&D. At least I can just be a geek and have some fun and not worry about the world for a day. But Booster, say something.
Say something, I'm giving up on you. Hey,
Not bad.
I'm Booster Kiwi, and everything sucks.
You scared Jimmy away with
You did.
that rendition
You
there.
did.
Yeah.
Slick, sir.
Yes. For some reason, I've been kicked like 5 times today. Are you somebody kicking me out? Anyway.
Negative.
Yeah.
Unless Chester's doing it, I'm not doing it.
Just before I was on here, I was finishing up some stuff, writing a few things, and I was talking to the printer today. I've got to compile the now I got to compile the PDF, which and I figure out how to make a zip file properly, large one, and get it off to them. And yeah, we're gonna see about getting a proof here real soon. So yeah, I'm on the last couple of steps before I get printing, and it's kind of exciting for those of you who want to get Little Girl Lethal. It's still in demand for just a tiny bit more, and then you won't be able to get this version ever again. So
Well, all right. Thank you very much, Slick. And Thundero, please end my existence.
No, I shan't be doing that because I actually do have a little bit of interesting news. I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's bad, but it's interesting. Today was the day the Electoral College voted officially for the quote unquote, big air quotes, for the president. The official vote as of now is for Joe Biden, with all the contested states and whatnot. However, the GOP sent a slate of electors from each one of those contested states also for Trump and Pence. So things are going to be fun to watch over the next few weeks. We'll see who has the spine and who doesn't. We know Trump's got the spine. We know Pence, I think, has the spine. So we're going to see. We might be heading for something that hasn't happened in this country in a very long time, which is a genuine contested election with 2 different sets of electors. The Constitution has remedies for that, thankfully, but it's going to be fun. We're going to have an interesting beginning of the year, and I hope everyone's ready for it. Other than that, today is December 14th. Nothing really ever happened of importance on December 14th that it probably affected anybody here, which is probably a good thing, because this year has been so absolutely insane with sucker punch left and right from the world. The universe has just had enough of our BS, apparently. It's good to just have a normal day, even though we had a little bit of hullabaloo with the election. Yeah. So just remember, most likely for most people here, you can just have a relax. Just calm down. Just everybody take a chill pill, look outside, look at the sun, look at the sky. Regardless of what happens politically or with this nonsense in these comic books and these movies, all that's not going away. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to get through all of this stupidity. And on the other side, if history has any indicator, most likely we're going to be fine.
But stay locked, cocked, and loaded, and your powder dry.
Oh.
But always be ready to kill somebody. Because you never know.
That's right. You never, Booster, you never know. Are you ready, Booster?
Am I ready to die? Absolutely.
Yeah. Too bad it wasn't December 7th. That would be more important day. But no, we're 7 days past that. Anyway, all right. Later.
Bye.